the challenge of preparing for a team you guys only see every handful of years?
We don't have as much common tape. And teams change year to year. You watch a lot of divisional games. You watch a lot of, what your division is doing against them. But it's always a tough challenge. And we haven't won in Soldier Field in a long time. So looking forward to that challenge.
Cam, do you feel like you guys are close to getting off this roller coaster ride on defense? It's trending in the right direction. Do you think you guys fixed what you needed to?
I hope so. But the tape will only say that. At this point in the season, it's less about talking, more just about doing it.
Mike Tomlin has talked about how the safety play has kind of helped settle things down. But do you also believe that the coverage on the back end is marrying better with what you guys are doing up front, and that's leading to more consistency?
I think it's we ask a lot of our coverages and our safeties, but I think in general the last game, there's just better responsibility, and I think that's up front. That's with our linebackers as well. It's got to be a flowing thing that you can't just put all on your safeties.
I know you didn't face them last year, but Caleb Williams was amongst the most sacked quarterbacks last year, and he went to lead sack this year. It's not, people say auto line, it's a quarterback stat as well. Is there seeing his escapability? Is that a challenge? Or you see what he does?
His escapability is second to none. I think he does a great job of really moving around the pocket, buying extra time. A couple times, especially on the edge, he's able to turn his shoulders when guys aren't getting to their upfield shoulder. He's spinning out. There's kill shots that guys have had, but he's really just been a magician getting out of it. So you can't just take for granted that you have a free rush and they're leaving you open. He's gonna make you pay.
Does that make it a little harder? Because some guys, as soon as they put the ball in, it look like they run. He doesn't. He moves around to throw as opposed to maybe look to rip off.
It's not a shot, but it's not like we're playing like Eli Manning or like Peyton Manning where they just fall to the ground. It's just this guy is very electric with the ball in his hand. So we got to make sure you're throwing a lot of darts at him, and it's multiple hats to the ball again in a different way. I think sometimes we talk so much about what their passing game is doing, but DeAndre Swift and Monungai are, really killing it. Their rushing yards speak for themselves, and they find different ways how to get them involved.
Cam, how close are you guys the last 3 weeks?
We're just working towards it. I think, the jury's still out, but looking forward to answering it.
How'd Plumlee do simulating
that? I thought you did good. I think, there was a couple times they just extended plays, and you got to get those looks, and we needed that. And it's not just going to be one guy doing their job; it's multiple guys have to be there, really ending that play.
You guys have done that in the past, right? For having QBs on the practice squad to imitate Lamar and some more unique QBs.
Yeah, we've done that with Lamar, Kyler Murray. It's just a respect for the athleticism they have, and we can't do that with Aaron.
He said you can make them live if you want to take it.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say Aaron. I don't think Aaron's going for that. I don't think we're trying to injure anybody right now.
Yeah, going back to your point about the run game, what are they doing up front to make that work for those two backs?
There's a commitment there. You get in this league and you think, you can have a lot of pass yards. It kind of reminds me of how Detroit was. You bring over Ben Johnson, you expect that. But there's never a run line where you feel like, we have to throw the ball. It doesn't matter what they're in; they feel comfortable and confident that they can run the ball, and that's a credit to their O-line, finishing blocks, the running backs, tight ends. Everybody's included in on that run game.
You guys are 1-2. I know you don't face their defense, of course, but 1-2 in league in takeaways. You and the Bears. That's something that's almost a challenge to.
It's a challenge, and you want to do well against another formidable opponent. But we'll see. When we have turnovers, we win games. When they have turnovers, they win games. So we'll see who has the most.
Aaron's had a lot of praise for you, just even from when he first got here, how impressed he was with you. How has it been developing with him, and how has he helped you become a better player?
He helped a lot. Definitely with a guy like that. just build my confidence, running, catching the ball, things like that. And just somebody with that name, that status, just believing in, me. So, it's been fun, working with him and him being my teammate. So, yeah.
Darnell, do you think a play like that has defenders question you now, like when they're going to try to make a tackle on you or get in your way?
I mean, hopefully, personally, I don't got no deep bag like that. I'm not a Calvin Austin, kind of guy. So, I only, you pretty much know what's coming, either the shoulder or, the hurdle, something like that, within them lines. So I guess they just got to plan or whatever, go in with a plan.
When do you make that decision if it's going to be a hurdle or running up? Smaller guys tend to
yeah, in that area. Truth be told, man, I just go out there and do it. I don't really, like, all right, on this play, when I get it, I'm gonna do this. Nah, me, I just like pretty much just take what they give me. So like, that smaller shoulder, maybe the hurdle or maybe just lower the shoulder. Really, just depending on how I'm feeling.
How did you learn to hurdle?
First time I hurdled was high school, but it wasn't legal. It for sure was a flag, but I still did it. Just for my safety and things like that. Definitely, when guys like, you got some little guys who just come in full speed and leave their feet. So definitely at that time, like they knew it would be a flag, so they're just do it anyway, and they miss. So yeah, so my first time was high school, and I mean I still did it, flag or not. And
is it just like an instincts thing?
Yeah, I'll say in a way, yeah, and also just protecting myself. Like me keep taking. I don't know how many hits to the legs. For sure can do some damage in the long run. So.
Does it feel like that could hurt you though? You're leaving your feet, and you don't know how you're going to land.
I feel like you just got to learn how to fall. So yeah, no. I mean, I just hit the ground. It's cool, I guess, every now and then. But
what's a detail in your game that's something that you couldn't see before as a rookie or second year play that you like are on right now that you're able to recognize? It's helping you improve.
I really just say the knowledge of the game. My rookie year, I didn't really know what to expect. It's NFL Central, not for long. So, I mean, I didn't know how long. I'm still, continue to play today. But just the knowledge of the game, and that's just from the rules to the playbook to the route to the blocking detail. Just everything. About the game. So, I feel like that just something like I didn't know how far. To expect in that. So.
What do you think you like them?
Season to me, it been cool, man. Even when it's not the highlights, the hurdles, or the run over, it's still lots of learning to do. Just lots of things to work on, just the details and things like that. But it's been fun, definitely working with these guys in this locker room. So,
if there's a quarterback change, how much do things change with you? I mean, it seems like you have a pretty good rapport with Rudolph too.
To be told, none changed. I'm still, do me. I feel like our offense still gonna do what we got to do. That's just being. We want to be one of the most physical offense in the league. So I feel like it really don't change with who under center. So that's that.
Darnell, there's not a lot of guys built like you in the NFL. Is it important for you to show people that you're not just some big dude? I mean, that you're skilled. And you think maybe that's why some of the people are responding the way that they are to you, because you're showing them you're a skilled player, not just some big dude that's out there boxing people out.
I feel like not even just to show the people, it's just to show myself. At the end of the day, I play, with the team, and I'm gonna play as a team, but just to prove to myself, just being the best version of me, not trying to be out there and just be somebody I'm not. So really just being myself and just having fun.
Spencer getting jealous here at this point?
No, I mean, I don't think so. I don't know. We don't really talk about it. But
well, why do you think people respond to you? I mean, like not just the crowd, but your teammates. I mean, during that run, you see the sideline. The guys erupted. I mean, Mason was telling us he and Sam Otler were like looking at each other like, what the hell just happened? Like after your play, what do you think people responded to?
I feel like it was just a great play, all around. I mean, I don't know.
It's like every time you put your hands on the ball, it's like that. It wasn't just that play was maybe a little more than usual.
I don't know. Probably you just got to go ask them. I don't know.
Is it because you're a big guy can run?
Probably most likely,
You still 4'6" guy? 4'6".
I'll put my money on it. I think so. Yeah. I put my money on it.
Are you comfortable with the attention?
I don't know. I mean, I like it. It's cool, whatnot, but I don't know.
Has the attention changed? Do you feel like you're getting more of it, like a cult hero status here?
I don't know. I just do me.